Hi, Jeremy. This is the Global Digest Think Tank
Yeah,
Group. So you are our guest today in our podcast. And you said you are doing social development, something like that. And exactly where you are now and what's your background and what's your doing right now.
a very good afternoon, and thank you for providing me the opportunity. And let me introduce myself. As you already told, I'm actually from Kashmir. It is the state of Jammu and Kashmir, which is actually in India. And currently, I am working on entrepreneurship development in a national institute here in New Delhi. And I'm looking after the programs which are being conducted through the ministry in the Jammu and Kashmir, and in fact in Ladakh as well. Uh, Talking about my qualifications, I have the degree of my PhD from the University of Kashmir in sociology, and I was also working in the state government in social welfare department, and then on, I moved to Delhi, wherein I worked with the Central Adoption Resource Authority, and after that, shifted and turned to the National Institute for Entrepreneurship and Small Business Development, which is a government entity, and currently I'm here working uh,
I see.
for the Kashmir state. Yeah, thank
I
you.
see. So you are responsibility of dealing with Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir, and Ladakh area, or uh, which means you are doing any entrepreneurship or small business development in that region.
The entrepreneurship and skill development is the core area where the central government, the government of India is currently focusing. And just to make people understand this self-employment and creating their own ventures and making entrepreneurship as a viable career option, and this is the focus area of the government of India, and various government schemes are there, and government programs are there which are being implemented in every state and every part of the country. And in Jammu and Kashmir itself, the entrepreneurship is being taken as a serious field, wherein government of J&K, Jammu and Kashmir itself, has certain initiatives to impart trainings and capacity building on entrepreneurship development, wherein they have the Mission Yuva scheme, we have Tejaswini, and all the schemes are related to the entrepreneurship and skill development. We have a separate directorate of skill development and entrepreneurship, and certain missions wherein we have J&K skill development mission. And we work in collaboration, we work in synergy, and all the programs which are related to skill development and entrepreneurship, all programs are being organized and implemented and even monitored by us. And particularly, we provide the policy frameworks and also provide the mentoring and handholding support by giving the aspiring entrepreneurs the kind of linkages wherein they can get their financial benefits, wherein they can get their seed capital money to start their businesses which are aspiring. And for the existing entrepreneurs, we provide them hand-holding support, and we go for business accelerator programs wherein we prepare them to new technologies, how to use the AI and other techies to their particular businesses, and increase their income as well as increase their reach into their businesses. This is the overall field wherein we are in, and moreover, we are making the people understand that the employment generation itself it's not only government jobs which will, benefit you. You have the
Right.
self employment creation avenues available. I mean, we are a resourceful country.
Right.
Wherein people can utilize those resources and get their earnings. And that is the overall model. We are focusing on, shifting from government sector to the entrepreneur and self-employment sector. And it's the motto of government as well as the, our, department. Yeah.
Sure, sure. You can see news about Kashmir. It's about the conflict, you know. Nobody talk about development or entrepreneurship. I mean,
Mm.
last conflict is related to the tourism business, tourism business. It's affected tourism business. And you are also doing business development uh, as your role as a government officer. I don't know how's the tourism sector in Jammu Kashmir now is recover since the conflicts because many people scared to travel Jammu Kashmir, especially Kashmir, I guess. And how's the tourism business nowadays?
Well, it's always challenging in working in a state where there is transition. I mean, conflict has been there in Jammu and Kashmir from a decade now, and the way of life. I mean, the people are used to the things which actually exist there. I mean, see. It's a kind of narrative that from last decade. I mean, people are living in a zone where there is uncertainty. I mean, in terms of businesses as well. I mean, tourism sector has suffered a lot. Because of the conflict. I mean, recent incidents. I mean, for last 2 3 years it has a bit normalized, but the recent incident of Bison Pahalgam, that incident you must have heard, and the Pulwama, that attack, that was a kind of horrific, and it wholly impacted the tourism sector itself. And currently, the tourism sector is at zero. When we talk of,
You mean
entrepreneurship.
the tourists are declining or they are zero mean nobody want to
No,
visit
nobody
here?
is. Yeah, yeah. I mean, nobody is turning up. I mean, the before that incident, we had huge, tourist flow. But after
Right.
that, that declined to a level wherein, it's considered to be. Thousands of crores have been lost in that after that, because
I
tourism
mean
sector has.
just people they have no desire to go to Kashmir or the government has some kind of martial law or any prohibited to travel to Kashmir. What is exact the situation?
Current situation is again the same. I mean, people are not turning up. I mean, tourism sector has lost its, to a level wherein it is becoming very difficult to recover. And it's not only tourism, but the other sectors, like we have horticulture sector, wherein the apple production apple production. There is a particular time period wherein apples are being exported to other parts of the world. And due to conflict, that horticulture sector also was affected because of the connectivity issues. And people are not visiting Jammu and Kashmir for their business purposes, for their business visits. I mean, some of the corporates and some of the investors who earlier, were interested in investing in Jammu and Kashmir in terms of horticulture and tourism. After that incident, they have refused, and they are back to their, kind of they have refused to now invest in Jammu and Kashmir in tourism and horticulture and other sectors. So it's only the people of Kashmir who are there, and they are trying to recover from the situations which has earlier on happened. And our role in being an entrepreneurship expert, we are our job is very much challenging there, because earlier, I mean, people are very much disappointed by the things whatever has happened, and our job is to make them understand the skill development, to provide them skill development options. But they are again refusing to come to us also, because they feel a kind of uncertainty in businesses. When we talk of businesses asking them for self-employment, creating their own ventures, but they abruptly refuse because they know that the Kashmir Valley, which is a conflict ridden, there is an uncertainty. And how come we will go for, I mean, starting business enterprises or go for entrepreneurship?
Right,
So it's a
right.
challenge. It's a different. Hmm.
So in these circumstances, how's the government supporting Kashmir?
In terms of, there are two, I mean, governments, like say state government and central government. State government is headed by the local regional, I mean, parties, and the central government has its own programs and schemes for the entrepreneurship development. When we talk of central government implementation, central government schemes implementation, they are universal. I mean, they are being implemented in Kashmir as well. But there is no special provision for the conflict areas.
This
Like
is
if the Kashmir region is being hit by conflict, and there is a need of some extra relief, and there's a need of some extra benefits in terms of finances, or
right.
those kind of finances or those kind of things are lacking, and it needs a
So,
kind
so
of
it means the central government did not provide any
any.
extra support or special support because of the situation, because of suffering,
Hmm.
political suffering, and the risk of higher risk of business compared to other states. It means government doing nothing,
Government is
even
doing
the
nothing. I mean,
even even
as I told you earlier, I mean, in terms of horticulture, when the time of exporting the apples was at the peak, government should have done at their end to help the farmers to export it in a smooth way. But government has was kind of they. I mean, it was not done from the government at a particular time, I mean, when they were required to do that. So government support is
like
lacking, and that's why people are suffering.
if central government cannot support, then state government also very less capacity, right, compared to central government.
Exactly.
I don't think state government can do much more than that.
And
It's
state
also
government itself, it has been turned from a state to union territory, and the whole control is from the is of the central government. And unless central government is not, I mean, sincere enough to, I mean, support the state government, then things will be, I mean, adverse. I mean, it's the central government who has to support the state government to get out of these problems, and that thing is lacking. Central government support
so.
is not.
Can you say now Kashmir is one of state in India, or
it
you want to
it's
say
actually,
it's the same level of union territory directly controlled by central government?
well, to be honest, see, in 2019, there was an article of the Article 370 of the Indian Constitution, which was providing special rights, special provisions, and to the to people of Jammu and Kashmir. And under this 370 and 35A, there was a provision of Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir was itself a state. And that 370 Act was abrogated, and Jammu and Kashmir was, I mean, kind of uh, given the status of union territory. But it was a kind of demotion, I mean, from state to union territory. And the full control, union territory has a control of the central government itself, and there is 100% control from the central government itself. So it is the responsibility of the central government now to provide the relief, provide different kind of schemes, financial assistances to the people of Jammu and Kashmir. But that is lacking from the central government side. That's why people are suffering in terms of economy, as well as the, I mean, there's a social kind of disconnect as well.
So you are saying current Jammu Kashmir status is, it means local, the Jammu Kashmir state government is just a name. They have no any state role compared to any other state because central government control everything. So they just put the name of state government, right? So they don't
Yes.
play any role compared to other states. So
Mm.
the financial and development support directly for central government is lacking.
Right. That support is lacking, and if that support is there from the central government, people will be feel a kind of relief, because they need economic assistance. They have suffered a lot economically, and the landscape in Jammu and Kashmir is such, like it has during winters, people, it's becoming very economical when it comes to winters. People have to manage the heating and kind of arrangements, and it becomes very the living becomes very costly during winters. So government has to think about that, and they have to provide certain financial, economic, I mean, incentives and benefits to the people, so that people will not suffer during winters as well as in summers. And just to make a connect between central and state governments, they have to be very sincere in terms of benefiting the, I mean, to go for the social as well as economic development of the state, I mean, the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir.
Right. As you said, tourism business is
Tourism is the
lost.
backbone.
Tourism
Mm.
business is lost in Jammu and Kashmir. Similarly, other business like apple production is also lost in Jammu Kashmir. So all business
Mm.
is seem lost and potential business in Jammu Kashmir.
See, agriculture itself, I mean, is a separate, uh, I mean, field wherein the entrepreneurship can, people can go for, I mean, work in the agriculture field. And we have in Jammu and Kashmir, we have the industry, carpet industry. We have the saffron, world known saffron is being grown in Kashmir, and we have the world famous carpet industry in Kashmir. I mean, those industries are have suffered kind of, they that is also on decline. And if those industries will be restored, and I mean, the government, if the government will focus on those industries, I mean, people will get absorbed in those industries, and that can also benefit economically. We have carpet, particularly carpet industry, and the saffron, and I mean, agriculture. Saffron is world famous in Kashmir. I mean, we have dry fruits. I mean, dry fruit business can run. Uh, and if we take technology into account, we have drone technology can be used as as a career option, wherein currently it can be used for tourism, it can be used for agriculture, it can be used for other, I mean, people are not aware. I mean, that's why government is focusing particularly on entrepreneurship, making people aware, and capacity, providing capacity building to the people, and make them understand entrepreneurship is a viable option for them. People particularly focus on government jobs, and it has become a kind of common narrative that government jobs are very easy to do, and if you get a government job, you have nothing to do for your rest of your life. When we talk of entrepreneurship, uh, see, the thing is, we are at one side we are saying that government jobs are not available, huh? And on the other side we have to provide them a kind of self kind of employment services. So entrepreneurship is the option. So instead of focusing on government side, we should focus on entrepreneurship side more, and come up with a maximum number of schemes wherein we can give financial assistance to the people, seed capitals and all, to the people, so that they can start their own enterprises. And government at government side, it's still, I mean, the level and the rate at which government has to come up with schemes is not there. And we have a little, I mean, entrepreneurship programs are being done, but it's not at that level where we expect that to happen. Like we can start the entrepreneurship programs in from the elementary level in the schools and the universities and the colleges. Although we have the National Educational Policy 2020, wherein entrepreneurship has been taken up as a separate curriculum in the separate curricula. So, but that is at the ground level. That's not being implemented properly. When we talk of entrepreneurship programs itself, there is a lack of implementation. I mean, execution of those programs, execution and funding opportunities. When we talk of somebody is interested in entrepreneurship, and he is stuck with kind of a lot of documentation and a lot of formalities which he is unable to do, and his interest kind of I mean, by following those guidelines, by following those formalities, he loses his interest to go into the entrepreneurship. So has to be a kind of relaxation in terms of those formalities, in terms of those kind of prerequisites which the government is asking for. Those needs to be cut down, so that the interested on the aspiring entrepreneur who is interested in going into entrepreneurship can directly get a kind of seed capital or financial incentives, so that he can
Right.
start it immediately. Yeah.
Right. I mean, it seems, as you point out, implementation is problem.
Talking of drone usage and drone technology in entrepreneurship in Jammu and Kashmir itself, it is profitable. When we talk of agriculture, horticulture, tourism, I mean, if the government will provide the drones on a subsidized rates and make the trainings
Right.
available for them, you have the people who are coming from, I mean, various countries for tourist as visiting Kashmir as a tourist for the tourism purposes. I mean, they will prefer for their convenience. They will prefer to have the technology itself available, like capturing the scenes for them. I mean, vlogging and all. So it's, I mean, for tourism sector, drones are, I mean, as important as like we talk of agriculture. I mean, horticulture itself, the surprise to the agriculture fields, horticulture fields. It will definitely reduce the time. It will, I mean, the manual work will go down, and by drone technology, so praise will be done to I mean, the land and itself, in tourism itself, in tourism and agriculture, drone technology is very impactful, very of the drones will be, if it will be subsidized from the government side, I don't think it will not benefit the entrepreneurs. It
I
is
see.
itself, I mean, the technology itself will help and minimize the costs, and also help the entrepreneurs to maximize their profits.
I see. Well, I'm not sure the government is fully allow them to use drone for Kashmir, Jammu Kashmir farmer, or it's not allow them or prohibited to use drone because it might cause a bigger conflict using drone for the at the conflict zone. Very limitation, or how can you say that?
Currently, government has restricted people to use drones to a certain limit. Like they are allowed to, they are providing license to the entrepreneurs for using the drone technology, but that has limited to certain uh, heights and certain, I mean, distances. I mean, there are it depends upon the area wherein if the person is from the border area, there is a limitations of using that drone to a particular distance. And in the areas wherein the things are normal, the drones can be used to a particular distance wherein it has been directed by the administration. So limitations are definitely there, but government has allowed the drone technology itself in the for the, I mean, financial purpose for entrepreneurs itself. So to a particular limit, they can go for the, I mean, use that technology. I mean, if it
Right.
is, for example, in the border areas, there's a somewhere there's a limit of 1 kilometer, I mean 1.5 kilometer. You can go to up to this level, and they have made it mandatory. They are giving kind of SOPs to them to I mean follow those guidelines and use the technology.
Right,
Although
right. It's definitely limitation is the restriction is the so it's more or the less obstacle for any business, small business or entrepreneurship. So each mean limitation is only in Jammu Kashmir or also in other state. How about in other state? They have no limited or how they can use drone for entrepreneurship.
in other states, the limitations and, I mean, the guidelines are there for each and everyone to follow. But in Jammu and Kashmir, it has a kind of the restrictions are more. And it's not only Jammu and Kashmir, we have other border states, we have northeastern states. I mean, the borders connecting to China, the borders connecting to Bangladesh, and the borders connected to Nepal. Some of the states, the restrictions are there, but in the states wherein we don't connect to other borders of the other countries, the limitations are less. And the government has floated these particular guidelines to follow. And for example, if you are using the drone technology in Delhi, drones in Delhi, you don't need any kind of, I mean, you have the access to a maximum. Huh? So in a state like Jammu and Kashmir, you have access to less distances as well.
Can you say which state they use very effectively drone for their entrepreneurship business? In which state it successfully used drone?
It's in all metropolitan states. In all metropolitan states, the drone technology is being used. I mean, Bangalore is the at the top level wherein drones are being used for the entrepreneurship purposes. I mean, for the delivery
I
services,
see.
for medicine, I mean, for pharmaceuticals, for, I mean, FMCGs, for, I mean, the food delivery and all. So the Karnataka, Kerala, the southern states, they are using the drones to a
I
maximum
see.
in terms of entrepreneurship.
So thank you, Ajay, for today.
So thank you for providing the opportunity. Thank you very much.